Hi guys, welcome back. So today we will see the solution for the questions that I had posted. So let me repeat the question. We have a trader class. It has name and city. And then we have a transaction class. So in which we have the trader in the year they have run the transaction and the value of the transaction. Okay. And these are our two classes. And then here we have our data. Okay, so we have the data for 5 traders and also some list of transactions. And these were the 8 questions that I had posted. So now let us quickly see the solutions of those. So the first question is find all transactions in the year 2011, sort them by value small to high. So find all the transactions. So we will need, let us try to solve this. So we will need a list of transactions because we need that as the output. So let us name it as 2011. And then we will create a stream of all the transactions. Okay. And then we will create a filter, and filter needs a predicate, right? So each transaction we are going to take dot get value, get year, right? Get year equal to 2011, and then we need to sort. So for sorting we need a comparator. So a comparator has an inbuilt method comparing, okay, that takes the the function which we need to use to compare, and then it will return a comparator. So that is required for sorted. So in that way we can create comparator easily. So I'll use the comparing method, and here I'll use the method reference. So transaction, and we have to compare them by value. So get value. Okay, be careful. We should not be using brackets like this for method reference, right? We have seen this already in the method reference video. And then collect, and we need the list format to list. Okay. Let us just print this and see. For each list, for each element in this list, we will just do system dot out. Let us do it in this way, as we are working with string. For each system dot out println, right? So let us quickly see the output of this. Yeah, so here we have the output. Okay, so for year 2011 we just have 2 entries, Brian and Raul, and their values are, they are sorted by the value. Okay, so this is the solution for the first one. Now let us quickly try the second one. Okay, so here, okay, what are all the unique cities where the traders work? Okay, so out of all the cities, we need to find out uh, the unique cities from the data that we have, right? So we need the list of cities, and cities, if we see, so city is a string, right? So if we need all cities, so our output would be a list of string, right? And transactions dot, let us first create the string. Yeah, stream, and then so we need to so for each transaction, first we need to get the trader, right? First we need to get the trader, and then we need to get the city of that. Okay, so for each element in the transaction, we need to map it to its city. Okay, so yeah, so let us use the map function here. So it is, as I mentioned earlier, so if you want a particular column, so how do we do it in SQL, right? We write the select city name from the tables and so on, right? So when it is something like selecting a particular thing, then we have to use the map. So map transaction. So for each transaction, first we will get the trader, and then we will get the city. So in this way we can reach the city, and then we need the unique cities, right? So we can directly use the distinct here, and then we just have to use our, we are done with the conditions, collectors dot to list. We got our list of cities, right? Oh, it's not right. Yeah. So yeah, so let us print these cities now. Cities dot stream dot for each. We'll just do system dot out println. Right, I'm running the result. Yeah, so we have Cambridge and Milan. As you see, we just have these two cities. So let us change this and add some other city. Okay, so I'm from Hyderabad, so let me add Hyderabad, right? And then we get the unique cities, right? So I don't want to change the data input that I have given, so okay. And then our third question, find all traders, okay, and from Cambridge and sort by name. Okay, so in this previous example, so instead of distinct, what we can do is we can do one more thing. Okay, let us do that as well. So I will just copy this. So instead of distinct, I will remove the distinct. Okay, and instead of to list, I will give to set. So this will automatically filter out the we have to import. Yeah, so it will automatically get the unique elements. Okay, and this will convert it into a set. So as we know, set has unique elements, so we can skip the distinct here. So it is purely based on what kind of output we need. Okay, let us run this as well. Okay, yeah, if you see, the order is different, but there was no request of any kind of order, so we can, yeah, we can ignore that. And then find all traders from Cambridge and sort them by name. Okay, so first we need to find all traders. So means we need a list of traders, right? Cambridge traders and First we need to find all traders from Cambridge. So this is our first. So let us first, from the transactions, we will create a string first, and we need the trader from each transaction, right? So from each of these transactions, we just need the trader, right? We are selecting one particular column kind of way. So for that we need map, and from each we will use a method reference here, transaction, we need the trader. Okay, and then once we get the stream of traders which the map gives us, what we are going to do is we will you filter. So we want only the traders that are from city Cambridge, right? So for each trader which we have now, dot get city dot equals Cambridge, right? So now we will filter. So we got find all traders from Cambridge. So this is done, and we need to sort by name. They didn't mention anything else like ascending, descending, so we will assume it is ascending. And for comparator we will use the comparing method, and we will compare their name. By name we have to sort, and then that's it. We just have to collectors dot to list, right? So we have got each trader from the transaction, and then from all the list of stream of traders we filtered the traders which are from Cambridge city, then we have sorted them, and then we have collected the result. So I don't want to type this again, so let me just copy it. Yeah, okay, let us see the output. So we have trader Allen and Greenwich. So I see some duplication here, because yeah, so there can be more than one transaction, right? So either we can use a set here, or before sorting we can just get the distinct elements, right? Let us rerun this. Let me do it from here. Okay, yeah, so we have 3 traders in Cambridge. So if you're wondering where the string is coming from, so if you see, yeah, so this class has overridden the toString method, and we can give our own way how we want to display this particular class. So that is where it comes from. Next, okay, so return a string of all traders names sorted alphabetically. Okay, so we need a single string, so we return a string. Okay, we just need one string. We can all traders, and their so that string should have names of all the traders. Maybe we can consider it to be distinct, right, because there are duplications in the transactions. And then by sorting the names alphabetically. Okay, so yeah, so let us try this. So we want one output from a stream, right? So it's like we are doing some operations on the stream, and then we need a single output. So let us see how we can achieve this. So transactions dot stream, first we need the names, right? So I think you must be clear by now. We need, so from each transaction that we have, get trader first and then get the name. So that is the way to reach name. And then we need distinct names. So now we have all the names with us together, and then we need to sort them alphabetically. So when it's sorting numbers or sorting alphabetically, we can directly use sorted, right? So each name, now we will sort it. Okay, and we are not done here, right? Now we have all the names as sorted, and we just have to combine them, right? So in the last video we have seen this reduce function, wherein we will provide some initial value and then the condition for reducing, right? We have seen for addition and multiplication. So initial value, which means here initial string is empty. First we give the initial value and then we give the condition. So suppose we have string 1, so we have two arguments here, string 1 and string 2, and this is the condition to reduce. So this is a lambda expression to reduce. So we are just saying s1 plus s2, right? Okay, yeah, I think that should be okay. Initial value is first is empty string, and then we have take for both the string, you just join the two string. So if you want more details, you can check the previous video where we have seen how reduce works. Okay, so let us just print this all traders and see. Okay, Alan, Brian, Mario and Ram. Okay, so this is one string. So this starts with A, then B, then M, and then R, right? We got the names, we got the distinct names. Let us remove distinct and try what happens. Okay, we got Mario twice and Raul also twice. Okay, so we got the distinct and then we sorted them. So Alan, based on their names, and then we just join them. Okay, here we can also use something else and join, maybe a comma. Okay, not very efficient, but yeah, this is something which we can do as per the requirement. Okay, but as you see here, a lot of string operations are going on, and this is definitely not efficient. So there is another terminal operation that we have not yet seen, but I will just show it here. Okay, instead of reduce, what we can do is collect collectors dot join. This will simply join, and internally it makes use of string builder, which is more efficient than normal string operations. Okay, and this creates internally many strings, right? So every string it will store. So this is definitely not efficient way of doing, as we have not learned about joining still, but this uses internally string builder, so it's more efficient. Okay, it produces the same result. Okay, and then are any traders based in Milan? So we just have to say yes or no, right? So uh, in Milan, okay, whether they are there or not, they have not asked any names or something like that. So we will use one of the concepts which we have seen already. So any match, right? There was one terminal condition that we have seen, any match. And what we are going to match here? So from each transaction, we are going to get the trader, then the city should be equal to, what happened here? Villa, right? Any traders. So any match. Okay. Let me make it more readable. Are in Milan, yes or no? Okay, let us quickly run this. True. Okay, we have traders in Milan, one trader. And let us just change this string and see, it should return false. Okay, this is the fifth one. Now sixth one, print all transactions values from the traders. Okay, we have to print here, we don't have to store anything, we just have to print in the way we were doing here, kind of. Okay, from the traders transactions value we have to print. Okay, that is one condition, from the traders living in Cambridge. Okay, yeah, so we don't need any variable here. Transactions dot string dot filter, so from each transaction, this we have done already here multiple times, dot. Okay, so here the best way to compare strings is to avoid any null pointer exceptions. Okay, one way to do is this transaction dot get where one sec, dot get trader dot get city dot equals, why does it autofill everything, Cambridge, right? But what happens sometimes is, if this is null, if the city itself is null, so we might get null pointer if we are calling dot equals on a null. Okay, if get city returns as null, this might give us null pointer. Okay, so the better way to do this is, okay, we will use, instead of using this dot equals on something which could be null, we will use it on something that we already have. Okay, here what we are doing, we are calling dot equals on this string, and this string obviously cannot be null, we know that, we can see it. And then we are comparing, if this is null, there is no issue, we will not get a null pointer. So this is a better way of doing. And then, sorry, Yeah. So once we filter out all the transactions that are from Cambridge, we need their value. Okay, when we need one particular thing, as I have mentioned, we have to use map. So now we have transaction, right? So from the transaction we need the value and we have to print this. So for each value that we got, we just have to print it, right? Let us print this. Okay, we are printing the values. They didn't mention sorted or not, but yeah, these are the values. Now quickly let's go to the next one. What's the highest value of all the transactions? Okay, so out of all the transactions, we need the transaction whose value is highest. Okay, so yeah, let us use reduce here. Okay, let us try reduce. So we need a value, right? Value is integer, I believe here. So integer highest transaction. So again we will string, and what we have to pick from these transactions is the value. Now we have all the values and we need the max one. So I think for this we can use reduce, and we can use the built-in functions for integers that we have. We will get the max value. Okay, but I think reduce returns an optional of integer. Okay, we will have to import this. Okay, because it can be null as well. So reduce returns an optional, so we will capture it in an optional, and then how do we print this? This out. Highest dot if present we will get it. Okay, so just, everyone makes mistakes, right? If present, we will just print it. This needs a consumer. Okay, let us run this. This is a little confusing. Is it 1000? Let us check. I think so. Let me put another 0 and make it 10,000. And does it return the highest? Yeah. Okay. And then find the transaction with the smallest value. So I am just going to copy this. Right. And then we will just rename this. Where is refactor? Rename lowest transaction optional, enter. Okay, let us print the lowest transaction. Let us see first. I think 300 should be the lowest, or is there anything else? Yeah, 300 should be the lowest. Let us run this. Okay, my bad. Yeah, okay, 300 is. So in this way, I think writing the lambdas or using strings must be much easier for you. Okay, stay tuned. We will have more discussions on the terminal operations, more coding challenges. So yeah, and please don't forget to subscribe. That will give me a lot of encouragement to create more such videos. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.